organization that we chose to work with was Kestrel Land Trust. Kestrel Land Trust is dedicated to conserving and caring for forests, farms, and riverways of the Pioneer Valley, while nurturing an enduring love of the land. Since American kestrels nest in dead trees, they have set up nest boxes built out of wood to stimulate ideal nesting conditions. This allows them to establish a steady population.
For the Kestrel Nest Box project, that's part of our community conservation kind of goals. There were 12 Kestrel Nest Boxes built in 2012, and now we have 21 of them. Anthony and I actually just installed 2 in Holyoke recently, and so now we work with the Forest Service and U.S. Fish and Wildlife, keeping track of these boxes and the kestrels that nest in them.
Kestrels are very valuable from the point of view of the farmer. However, in Massachusetts, and particularly in the Northeast in general, they have unfortunately experienced a 70 to 80% population decline. Kestrel Trust has been involved with the Conti Refuge in Hadley to figure out why the kestrel population has declined by putting up nest boxes and getting volunteers to watch the kestrels using the box, and most importantly, to see if they are bringing food to the box. When the volunteers see food being brought into the box, that only means one thing, that there are young birds in there. So at that point, they come out and look at the box and try to assess the age of the young birds.
So Mikey just pulled this out of the ground for us.
Yeah. Levitated it.
Yeah. Jenny helped a little bit.
A little bit.
Jack was watching.
Bird banders put a numbered metal ring on a kestrel's leg that's issued by the federal government, and then that way they can keep track of individual birds. So they'll come here and figure out when the eggs hatch. Then from there, they have a 14 to 17 day window when it's safe to band the birds because the legs are sufficiently grown so that the bands won't injure them, but they aren't so close to fledging that they may prematurely fledge. Civic engagement is taking action to address issues that concern the community and is important because it allows individuals to improve the lives of others and the community at large. We decided to work with this organization because we thought it would be cool to work with an organization we knew nothing about. While working on our project, we learned about the American kestrel population history, what ideal nesting conditions were, and we also learned how to set up nest boxes. On top of that, we learned how even small things in the ecosystem can, in return, affect many other things. Unfortunately, we couldn't finish our hours with the Kestrel Land Trust due to the other projects they had, so we decided to finish them by picking up trash around Amherst, specifically at Puffer's Pond. The volunteering experience was definitely easier than what we expected, but also really interesting and educational, and something we would want to do again. Volunteering was rewarding, and we got a lot out of it. It was a good feeling knowing we were helping out and possibly saving an animal's life. Environmental leadership is important because it creates many opportunities for people to improve the environment they live in. Environmental leadership plays a major role in natural resource conservation. By making an effort to conserve natural resources, you are being an environmental leader.